Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just a quick check-in video today. I wanted to share with you guys, for one thing, this patch of greens over here. So the perennial dino tree kale. The leaves have erupted from these skeleton of plants that were here earlier. Really, the theme of the garden at this point is greens, and lots of them. We've been harvesting on a regular basis, doing a lot of saute mainly. But let's walk around and I'll show you guys some of the different varieties that are growing here. Over here we've got, this is a walking stick kale. And this was actually pruned back to a stump about a year ago. Right to here, if you can see that. And now these offshoots are popping up. There's several cuttings I could take from this plant. Oh, we got the chickens just hanging out on this beautiful fall day. Got some nice sunshine. More greens over here. Alice got something she wants to show us. What do you got, babe? Yep, another volunteer.
Very healthy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15.
And this is the Pakistan mulberry right here.
Oh, I love this one.
It's about 6 feet tall now. Next year it should really take off. Another little patch of perennial greens there. We still got the tomato plants in the ground, and there's still some ripening occurring here.
Still, I am harvesting for this one.
Yeah. They might not be quite as big, but they're just as tasty. More perennial greens. Well, hello there, Happy. Happy likes to get drinks out of the fish pond. Fish are happy, pond's doing good. That's a yacon plant behind Alice there. Most of them have died back because we've gotten down to frost temperatures a few times. This one, I think because it has this wind sail here and it's next to the body of water, it's got a little microclimate over here giving it a little bit more warmth. So that one's still going. Back over here you can see more perennial greens. Just volunteers came up from some seeds that were dropped. Also some artichoke volunteers. These pop up all throughout the food forest on a regular basis. The Loquat tree here is beginning to flower.
Oh, it's starting, huh?
There's not many flower clusters that I'm seeing this year. I've mentioned in previous videos that the Loquat tree seems to do really well biannually. So one year we'll get a heavy fruit set, a lot of flowering, and the following year not so much. Yeah, look at this, beautiful. This was one of the merit colored seeds that dropped over here.
I am eating this one, the dry.
You got some dry aronia berries.
Aronia berry, antioxidant.
The kumquat is giving us some fruits. Eat the peel of the kumquat. And the pineapple guava is also giving us some fruits.
Can I eat that? This is the one I'm talking about, honey. It's juicy. And then you have... It's sweet.
This big guy still wants to hang on, so I'm looking for ones that pull off really easily. That one's perfect.
We are enjoying to eat the fruits in our backyard.
That one tastes like bubble gum.
This one is getting big, and we have to wait.
Oranges are getting close. The Washington navel especially. Getting really close. Believe it or not, still got a few pomegranates. They're all ready to go, of course. You can see if you leave it on a little too long, this is what happens. Still perfectly fine to eat. Can I film you, man? How's it going?
Good.
Good. Looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Almost done?
Almost. Yeah.
That's good.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Lay down.
Yeah.
You will see this, the whole, it's kind of whole flowers, green flowers.
This was an abundant tree kale. I stuck a bunch of cuttings over here and just let them be. Never water them, never fertilize, anything like that.
This kind of flowers, you know.
These will make really good kale chips. I like the curly edges. An amazing development here with all the greens growing. All right. Let's go this way. Need to harvest the rest of the pineapple quince here. So this, you could say, is the end result of the sugarcane growing experiment back in this corner. Very little water, so didn't really get the results we were looking for, but these are perennial. And so they should come back next year. Planning on putting some sort of a drip or something back in this corner. It gets really hot. Basically this whole back area by the fence, these fig trees, whatever I end up growing up this trellis, and the sugar cane needs some sort of a consistent water supply just because the sun is very powerful. Those are calendula.
Calendula?
Yep.
I like this.
It's a medicinal flower, has edible uses. Artichokes popping up. All of those artichokes that you saw me plug in between the fruit trees that I transplanted earlier last season, they're all doing well. You can see how healthy they're looking. And something rather unfortunate to share with you guys, the Santa Rosa plum tree growing here on the right side of this 2-in-1 planting. Got a pluot and the Santa Rosa plum. It has died after 8 years, unfortunately. We had a pest attack both of these trees last year, And because of all the ladybug larvae, I opted not to do any spray, and the tree just couldn't recover. So I'm gonna have to actually cut this tree out, unfortunately. Well guys, that's the update for today. Just wanted to share with you everything that's growing on right now and let you know that we're doing just fine. So with that, we want to wish you all a great rest of your day. Until next time, this is Dan and Alice from
Plantabundant.com.
what?
Plantabundant.com.
Alright guys, take care. We'll be talking to you again soon.
Hey, yawning.
Are you yawning, boy? Get yourself a drink.